Mother Bobby Jindal.
As we begin the Bear Down campus tour, we begin in the city that Cole Johnson loves so much.
Dallas.
Because we are going to Dallas, Texas, as the SNU Mustangs play host to the Miami Hurricanes. And the Hurricanes are currently behind the Mustangs in the conference standings because they are 2-1 in conference play, and the Mustangs are 3-1 in conference play. Nevertheless, we are rolling with the 10th ranked Hurricanes.
Yes, we are. And this has nothing to do with any Dallas hate that I have. Um, Even with Carson Beck throwing 4 picks the last game that he played, the Hurricanes are a better team than SMU. They just are. They just are. Even with this game being played in Dallas, Miami's a better team.
From Dallas, Texas, let's head to Ames, Iowa. 12 p.m. TNT. This is part of the deal with ESPN and Turner Sports. The reason why Inside the NBA is on ESPN. TNT gets to host college football games, and they'll be hosting a couple of playoff games as well.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get basketball games as well. So that's the deal that was made.
I'm happy.
Arizona State, Iowa State.
Oh, the rematch of the Big 12 championship from last year.
As they are sitting here, Iowa State 2-3 in the Big 12. Arizona State 3-2 in the Big 12. This is a huge game for both sides. The loser can most likely cancel himself as done when it comes to the Big 12 race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Arizona State pissed me off. They should have handled Houston. Not saying they should have dog walked them. They should have handled Houston. And that was a bad effort from them. Okay, I can't see them traveling to Ames and getting a dub.
Ames is one of them places where it is hard to win it.
Mm-hmm.
Going there is just hard to win it. So I'm going to roll with the home field advantage that the Cyclones have
Mm-hmm.
over Arizona State. From Ames, Iowa to College Park, Maryland. Big Ten matchup, 3:30. CBS as the second ranked Hoosiers of Indiana take the trip to Maryland to take on the Maryland Terrapins. Maryland has struggled in conference play. They only 1-3. Nevertheless, if I speak for my co-host here, there's no way in the world that y'all going to beat Indiana. I just don't see it.
No. Maryland's they scrap, they scratch, they claw. Indiana right now this year, they're on another level. They are playing really well. I love how they are. I love the fact that they demand you to be as physical as they are. I love that. I love that.
From College Park, Maryland, let's head over to Boise, Idaho. The Blue Turf. The Mountain West has made the show as the Broncos 4-0 in conference play, 6-2 overall, are hosting Fresno State 2-2 in conference play, 5-3 overall. This has been the one team that I have seen consistently that can go to the Bluegrass and handle the Broncos. 3:30 FS1. Do I feel the same this week? No.
One of the futured Pac-12 matchups, and you talked about tough places to play. Seemingly Boise. I mean, I don't give a crap what the color of turf is. It could be blue, it could be black, it could be orange, it could be red. It doesn't matter. For some reason, Boise is a tough place to play for visiting teams. Even though Fresno State has had its fair share of fortune there, I don't see it happening either.
Right now, it look like Boise State, San Diego State might be on a collision course for the Mountain West title with Hawaii. Surprisingly, you're talking about surprising teams. Hawaii 3-1 in conference play
Hmm.
might sneak in. From Boise, Idaho, we go to
Jacksonville. Oh, you're Duval.
right here where I reside in Jacksonville, Florida.
I was saying going to your backyard,
It is
almost literal
the
backyard.
it is the Florida Georgia game, 3:30 ABC. The fifth ranked Bulldogs coming off the bye week against the Gators coming off a bye week and having an interim coach. Georgia wants to get back to Atlanta in the SEC title game.
And Florida
Currently,
just
they
want to
are
get back to just respectability.
right now. The Bulldogs are sitting third behind 5-0 A&M and 5-0 Bama. Bama beat Georgia,
Yeah,
so
I'm
that's
about
why
to say.
they're over there.
Yeah, so they've lost one of those two tiebreakers.
Right on there, Tez is the Ole Miss Rebels, who the Georgia beat. And then you have the Vanderbilt Commodores there, and then the Texas Longhorns there. All three, all with one loss in conference play.
Same thing with Tennessee, right?
Tennessee is 3-2.
Two. I
Tennessee,
forgot the second loss he had.
Tennessee is 3-2. They lost to Georgia and they lost Alabama.
Oh, that's right. They did lose Alabama. That's right. I forgot Alabama skunked them. That's right. I forgot about that.
Crazy enough, despite how things are going, Florida is 2-2 in SEC play.
All right. So how do you know? How do you feel every? It used to be for me last Saturday in October. Now it's actually the first Saturday in November. When this game comes around as a Florida fan, how do you feel about it? I know who you were going to pick. That's not what I asked.
Have you heard me talk anything about Florida and Georgia, even off camera?
No, at
There's a
least not.
reason. There's a reason for that.
At least not this year. But I'm just saying, in normal years. I mean, because
What is normal? What's been normal lately is in Florida that can't stand a chance. That's
that
what's
may
been normal.
well, that may be true. But what I'm asking is, Florida. I get the feel that
Okay,
Georgia is Florida's biggest rival.
I know
So,
what you're asking. So let me help you out.
and I know you're avoiding. So I'm going to continue.
I no say this. Let me help you out.
Okay,
Because you
fine.
asked normally. Normally has been Florida getting their butts destroyed. That's what's been normally.
Fine.
But in a year when the Gators can find themselves back to respectability and irrelevance again, this city, matter of fact, I'm pretty sure you pretty much it don't even matter. Matter of fact, Georgia can even suck and Florida can suck. On a normal week, when you are getting ready for Florida Georgia week, guess what? On Monday, Cole Johnson, you heard what I said, right?
On Monday,
Monday,
the Monday before the game. Okay.
there are RVs parked all up and down downtown.
Hmm.
Monday.
Hmm. Not surprised. And I didn't ask as a Jacksonvillian or a Duval native, as a Florida fan. How does it feel? Not how does it feel recently? Not
You're
as
saying how does it
it's
feel, but it's all I can go by. And you want to know the truth? The funny thing is, if they didn't fire Billy Napier, you know what I would have said on this program?
what would you have said?
Now I said, now watch Florida come out and play good football, and then at the end do something stupid to lose it.
You might be right. It might be true. But they may surprise you.
I said play a good football game and then do something stupid to lose it.
Hmm. I don't. Yeah. At the end, I'm with you. I think Georgia will pull it out because they most certainly are the better team. But you know how these rivalry games go. Normally, you could say, well, yeah, The team that is not even ranked against the ranked team, the non-ranked team can mail it in. But normally you have this fight for this team that feels slighted and disrespected and dismissed, and they want to actually have the best battle they probably could wage all year long.
You know what? You can do me a favor, DJ Larry. How about not pull a hamstring this time?
The man cannot help getting injured. You're acting as though he's like, okay, go gadget hamstring pull. Come on, man.
And how you feel about Arch Manning with a concussion?
I'm throwing middle fingers at all the five offensive linemen.
First play in overtime, right?
Yes, first play in overtime.
So that pretty much say so. That pretty much Arch Manning didn't even touch overtime.
He should. uh, I mean, the offensive line should have blocked better for him. That's what I would say. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me groove it down to where you want to say. Yeah, I would want Arch Manning's head to have been wrapped in bubble wrap,
Do
burnt
do
orange, or burnt orange bubble wrap.
do they even allow that in college football? I know they allow that in the NFL. Do they even allow that in college football?
Not that I know of.
They might want to consider that.
They might after this year. I mean, after you have of Heisman Trophy hopeful, which he ain't gonna win it. He ain't even gonna go to the downtown club.
He's on the list.
It was like he ain't go to the downtown club, athletic club. Having him, a high profile college player, getting a concussion injury and being on concussion protocol and having to shell out 18 mil to someone who has CTE. Yeah, I think they will revisit it during the offseason.
Gator fans did not put much stock in this game. Let's see what the interim coach can do in his debut. Let's see what the offense looked like. Now that Bitter Nape is not the one calling plays. Jackass.
Why are you shooting slugs at him still?
Actually, I did that for you because I know you was waiting on one to come out. You wanted one to come out. So I went Happy Gilmore route for you.
Thank you. I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing.
Let's see how this game goes. And if we win, that'll make things a lot interesting in the coaching ranks. Even though I still believe that somehow, some way they gonna do something to get Lane Kiffin.
Why? Why are you wanting to pursue Lane Kiffin?
Ask them that. You did not hear me one time say the coach that I want.
Okay, playmaker. Who's the coach you want being on the
Uh,
sidelines at Gainesville?
just give me a competent coach. That's it. Something that knows how to do everything. When it came to Dan Mullen, he did everything right, but recruit.
I mean, you had Ron Zook.
Ron Zook.
Ah, I did not meant to render you speechless in saying his name, but
I don't know who was a bigger smiling jackass, him or Billy Napier.
maybe that's a prerequisite for the job. No matter what happens,
Jim
smile.
McAway.
No matter what happens, smile on the
I'm,
sideline.
I just don't know what happened to Jim McAway. He did recruit, but for some reason, he probably forgot how to coach in critical moments.
Mhm.
And then you have Billy Napier. All you had to do was give a play calling. Was that so hard to do?
Well, he got the gate for it, so yes.
Man, if you give a play calling, you still coach Florida. That's it. and it went for the damn defensive lineman, your ass would have lost to Mississippi State in the swamp. But let's just see how this game goes here in Jacksonville, Florida, and we'll go from there. And yes, before y'all even ask,
Mm-hmm.
this game will be in the gridiron rounder because my coach will not let me do it without it.
It's one of the biggest games of the year. It's as big as the Red River rivalry. I mean, this used to be the largest outdoor cocktail party. So it's one of the rivalry games that you look forward to on the calendar.
So yes, somehow, some way, I have to talk about this game next week.
Of course you did.
He would not let me do a show if I don't talk about it.
It's a just like the Red River rivalry. This is a game that involves your biggest rival.
At least both of y'all was ranked.
Actually,
No, y'all
actually
wasn't ranked.
Texas was not ranked.
This was not ranked, but you ended up ranked.
Yeah. After the game,
You was ranked. You was ranked, then you was unranked,
Yeah.
then you went back
Yeah,
ranked.
yeah. I'm about to say we went to the swamp, got dismantled, got unranked from being from number 9, and then we were unranked and mollywopped Oklahoma to be ranked again. Yes,
Well, they're double dutching with rankings.
yeah.
So yeah, you can see this on my gridiron roundup part. From Jacksonville, we go to
We go from the east coast to the west coast.
Cal.
California love.
12:45 at local time. I don't even think they used to seeing that kickoff at 12:45.
No. California.
The 15 ranked Cavaliers taking on the Golden Bears out in California.
In the city.
You know what? I'm not even gonna do. I'm just gonna go straight to the pick.
In the city. What? Wow.
Because the Cavaliers are playing with fire. You got away from Chapel Bill last week.
See, this is why I thought I thought that would happen at Louisville. They played with fire there and got away with got away with a dub there. Yeah, they played with fire in Chapel Hill and got a dub there. I think they can play with fire in Berkeley and get a win there.
I don't think so. I think Cal gonna catch them.
They should play with fire, but I think they can.
But if you come out and you blow the brakes off Cal, then I can come back in and say, okay, you did your job. But you playing with fire. Now remember, when this game kicks off, it is November. That means every game you play from now and forward means something. People are watching, even if it's on ESPN too.
And they run the table, they could probably see themselves in Charlotte.
But
at worst. At worst.
You playing with fire too much though.
Yeah. At worst, they can see themselves there.
And we both know you keep playing with fire, you're gonna get burnt.
Or you can get scorched.
And I got a feeling y'all play with fire with Cal if you want to. Cal gonna catch y'all. From Berkeley to Knoxville. Prime time. 7:30 ABC. I do believe this is the game Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit is calling. You better not bring your ass to Jacksonville.
Rocky Top. Oh, Rocky Top, Tennessee.
Now, if you give me Joe Tessitore and Jesse Palmer, I'm good. I do not want to see Chris Fowler at 3:30. I want to see Chris Fowler at 7:30. That's the 14th ranked Tennessee Volunteers host the 18th ranked Oklahoma Sooners. And I'm just gonna may I speak for you, sir?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
This is not the bias from Cole Johnson here that I was going to say. Simply put, Tennessee can play defense and they have an opposite-minded coach.
The only thing I agree with you, and that is what that is what I'm thinking, and I will add to it. Oklahoma is not playing with the most with the most of confidence right now. Um, two out of the last three L's, and they did not look pretty good in both the L's they took. And this actually is a true road game because they took a home L and they took a neutral site L. And I think they are due to take a big time road L. And I think Tennessee is due to have a signature win at home. It didn't come against Georgia. I believe it's going to come against Oklahoma.
Which brings us to 7:30 NBC Big Ten matchup. The 23rd USC Trojans. They're going to the big country, Big Red, to take on Nebraska.
You know, which USC team is going to show up? That's the question I have. Even though I picked them, I still ask which USC team is going to show up. Is it going to be the one that was at home that dog walked Michigan, or is it going to be the one that acted like vaginas in South Bend? I know we're in FCC Airways. I had to clean it up.
Wow.
Which Trojan team is going to show up? Because Nebraska is a decent team, but you should have more talent to beat them. Even though you're playing this game in Lincoln, you should have more talent to beat them.
I got nothing to add.
And yes, I'm challenging your man card, USC.
College game day is going to be in Salt Lake City for this Big 12 matchup. The 24 ranked Utes are hosting the 17 ranked Bearcats of Cincinnati. 10:15 p.m. ESPN. Late night. Big game in the Big 12.
That's close. That's what you get.
So,
Look, I'm just talking about playing with fire. I think Cincinnati is going to take an L eventually. Why not in Salt Lake City? Now, I might be wrong, but I think they're going. I think it's time for them to take that L.
I don't know which Utah team going to show up. So,
And you are valid sir. I can't say anything. I can't say anything to disagree with you what you just said because you're right. It could be the team that dog walk Arizona State, or it could be the team that got steamrolled and bulldozed
embarrassed.
and embarrassed by Texas Tech, both at home. So you don't know.
And the last time College game day show up, they played Oregon.
Hmm.
We know how that went.
Yeah, not so good.
So, hey. And you know the crazy thing is when I put this on the business page and I shared it to the Big 12 group, they was like, why? Because every time College game day come here, we lose. I'm like, I ain't think about it like that. Interesting.
Not interesting.
That was an interesting fact.
No, I mean the way you said it. Interesting.
Yeah, because you know when you do something and then you see what people commented, you like, I ain't think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I didn't even know that. Interesting facts. Okay. And Pat McAfee, keep your shirt on.
Screw Pat McAfee.
What Pat McAfee did to you?
Pat McAfee.
You giving out money to college kids for making kicks?
I know, and he actually did that to a Vanderbilt student who won half a mil for the kick and tacked on 250,000 more for charity.
The man's a giver.
I know. He also gives earaches sometimes.
I mean, he can be obnoxious, but hey, doesn't make Pat McAfee Pat McAfee.
Thank you.
He
Now,
know who he is. to respect it.
Thank you. You hit the point right on the head. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Hey, the man is truly who he is. He is authentic, so I respect it.
He is authentically annoying. You are absolutely correct.
And I do hate him when he talks about the Colts, but that's not what we're talking about.
He slobs on the knobs of the Pacers too, but I digress. McAfee, ease up on the mic check, son.
That brings us to the game of the week.
Just know the mics are on.
The game of the week and it's in a certain place that is in Cole Johnson's heart. So Cole, here you go.
It is in Austin, Texas. The number 20 ranked Texas Longhorns, they will be in Darrell K. Royals Memorial Stadium hosting the number 9 ranked Vanderbilt Commodores. Kickoff is at noon Eastern. It'll be 11 a.m. on the central side. Austin is going to be hopping and jumping. I really believe that the campus is cooking. I think that the atmosphere is going to be gripe. It's going to be great. And I actually think that we're going to see some people come from Nashville to watch Vandy do some things against the Longhorns. Now, of course, we have Manning in concussion protocol, and normally that pretty much means that he's probably going to be sitting out for this game.
Which led to this.
And so we had people vote for this game, the Spotlight Game of the Week, and Vandy, Boat Race, Texas, the Commodores were chosen almost 73% to 27% for the Longhorns. So that is the game. Of course, you got Diego Pavio on the other end, who's just doing it up big at quarterback for Vanderbilt. Who did Playmaker and I choose? Yes, I know I'm a Longhorns fan, but I ain't trusting this team offensively at all.
But Playmaker, you
Two,
picked Texas to win the conference. Yeah, that's before Arch Manning got a concussion and it's already Wednesday after 6 o'clock, and we still don't know if this guy's going to play or not.
and even if he does, it's that's iffy. I mean, it'll be iffy to see him on the field, but of course, I'm rooting for the Longhorns to win. Unfortunately, Vanderbilt is cooking. Defensively, they are looking really solid against an offense in the Longhorns that, let me see if I can put it in brass tacks terms. They're whack. Yes, I know you're saying, but Cole, they scored 45 points in Starkville. Yeah, they needed to feverishly score a whole ton of points just to get it 38-38 to send it to overtime. That Bulldogs defense was handling Texas's offense for those first 3 quarters. And that has been pretty much a harbinger for how the whole year has gone thus far offensively. And to me, that's where the game is won and lost. Um, Vanderbilt's defense is pretty good. Texas offense is pretty bad. And the only way the Longhorns I can see win this game without Peyton, without the Make a Witch kid, is if the defense can score touchdowns on their own. In the arms of an angel,
There's your
fly
picks.
away with me. In the arms of an
Did you
angel,
stop singing
you
that?
will find me. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the theme song to Arch Manning's 2025 season, Sarah McLaughlin's Angel.
So this week, you're asking what team is Cole Johnson rooting for? He's rooting for Virginia and Utah. Hard.
Yes, I'm rooting for Virginia and Utah. And although I picked Vanderbilt, I am rooting for Texas. But let's be real, that Longhorns offense is horrible.
And that is your Bear Down Campus story.